Make sure that y'all like the stream. Okay? No, I have not gotten my particular listening devices replaced or anything. So if you're hearing anything that's static, it's because of that. I've been busy, man. Y'all know I didn't put up hardly any content over the last couple days. But shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure that y'all like the stream. Already got 2 morons that done thumbs it down. It's always some disgruntled idiot that's hurt. They're in their feelings, but they always got to thumbs down the stream. The stream didn't even go live. I saw people thumbing it down. If you're that hurt, then stay home. You know? If your feelings is that hurt, stay home. You know? But shout out to everybody that's here. Let's see who's here in the chat. True ATL was good. K Nicole, 25. Kid. Tech for You, Organics. Gemini. See Nasara. Jeremiah. Raphael. Versatility is key. What's going on, Jaquel? Or Jaquel? See his name wrong. Renee. Demon Blade. Kenny. B Friends. Lucky Left. Sean Oliver. Damon M. Jewel Clark. Cool Jim. Beautiful Mystery. Obi. 3 Little Birds, what's up? Bull Outer Case. The Big 009. The Hunter. Hunter. Ola, Femi. Steven was good. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream, man. We gonna talk about this chick right here, Kamala Harris. The black, biracial, Indian American. We don't know what the fuck she is. We don't know what she is. But I know what she isn't. What's good, Zeb? EA? As I said before, I haven't done a live stream since Monday because I had some other stuff I was trying to get done. But I wanted to go live to speak about this and really just talk about what's going on in this country. You know? There's a lot going on. And I feel like there's a lot of dumb people out here who don't understand the world. They don't understand politics. We're going to get into that. Some of you people should not be talking politics. You don't know what you're talking about. We got a lot of Karens. It could be female Karens. It could be a lot of male Karens. Just a lot of weak-minded people, man. And the fact that people have procreated with them or in relationships with these types of people is beyond me. You know? But yes, I do want to address, as I said, you know, I don't understand why people watch my streams and thumbs it down. I mean, that's stupid, isn't it? That's kind of dumb. I would never wait all day to see if somebody's going to go live just to thumbs down their videos, you know? Mental instability is running rampant. Y'all saw the video I posted about Azalea Banks, right? And how mentally she's just unstable. And I think that's going on a lot. You have a lot of mentally unstable people out here. So we gonna go into that. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on out here. People have been sending me stuff. I am still going to get the new podcast episode going, either today or tomorrow. I'll see about getting it posted. But yeah, as I said, man, there's a lot of things that's going on, man. We got people acting as if this CV is like the worst thing to ever happen, even though they don't know anybody who's ever had it. Now, understand me, people, understand me clear. I have no issues with people choosing to live their life playing it safe or, you know, you wanting to take risks. I would hope that we'd all would want to take some risks in life, because you can never grow and progress unless you do that. You know? Now, also something else that's been on my mind. I may talk about it later, but I'm going to talk about it now. Why not? This is my live stream. It could all tie in. The MGTOW documentary, I haven't finished watching it yet, but from everything that I have seen, is actually was put together and narrated quite well by the capable specimens. I shared the trailer on my Jada Black channel. I may do a podcast episode specifically speaking about the documentary and where we have come and where we are going, because I kind of feel like the label is going in a bunch of different directions, to be honest with you. And the cohesiveness has been long gone. Like, what Manosphere? You know? I think that when I see certain things like that, it brings me back to a time where a lot of us as men were on the same page, and now we're not. Now, y'all know I don't really consider myself to be a part of any Manosphere, because I do my own thing. I make my own type of content. But there are people who say that they are in one. And I just don't see how 2020 there really is a cohesive group of men. Everybody's splintered off. Like, there is no cohesion whatsoever. Now, there are some groups that have been able to stay close-knit to each other. But for the most part, everybody just doing what they want to do. And maybe that's normal. Maybe it's part of the censorship that has been going on social media in regards to men going your own way, which I think is a absolute travesty, because there's so much good information that was being put out that is still, you know, has the capabilities of being put out. But I feel like because men are turning the corner and a lot of men are opting out of what is considered traditional for a man, and you have women who, even when they're not on YouTube, you know, they don't know what going your own way is. They don't know what the red pill is, but they're noticing the change in men and they don't like it. So they're going to try to find what's going on, what's happening. Why are these guys changing course? Well, guys are changing course because guys are waking up and realizing, hey, I have options. I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to be with somebody who really doesn't respect me. And that's what we are. We are in a situation where we just don't respect ourselves. You know? Appreciate that, Tam Love. Listen, I'll get to the topic when I feel like it. I mean, I could go a whole hour and just not talk about Kamala Harris at all. I mean, I could do that. Because I'm not even in the mood to talk about her. I just want to talk about why she, to me, is a complete failure and why nobody should support her. What's good, Kate? So I can do this whole live stream and not even say her name. I could do that. What's good, Ricky? Because I really don't even care about Kamala Harris. She's not even, I don't even care if you're going to vote in favor of her or not. It does not matter to me. Because a lot of you Democratic slaves are going to do it anyway.
In the Bay Area, a lot of dark-skinned black women worship mixed women. Sad truth. I am not voting for Jim Crow Joe Biden and Kamala, who put BW in jail.
Appreciate that, Shy. The West Coast. Yeah, she definitely locked up a lot of black men, the same black men that are putting out the cape for her, which is a joke, you know. Salute to Ill Wills. Yeah, I'm just getting started.
Salute Jaye. You speaking facts. I see I came at the right time. Get em.
Appreciate that, Ill Wills. Make sure y'all like the stream. But yeah, I may just do a podcast episode speaking on that because I do want to address some of the things I'm noticing just from the outside looking in on this quote unquote manosphere. I definitely need to address it because some of the shit that I'm seeing, I'm like what happened? Like seriously, what happened? What manosphere? Okay, it's gonna become the unisex sphere pretty soon. And I told y'all this. I told y'all a couple years ago you're gonna start to see more women in your spaces. I told y'all this. And it's coming to fruition because now you have these same females making videos, putting their flag smack dab in on your land. I'll probably address that in the podcast, man. Oh man, I told y'all this a couple years ago.
Who needs MG Toe? Your red spill content helped me.
Appreciate that, Shy. I'm glad I'm able to help people. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to speak my mind and my opinions and my thoughts because I felt like I had something to say. You know. But what's good, DT? Like the stream, people. I want to get as many people in here as possible. So definitely hit that like button. We are in some very troubling times, but we also are going to see how tough a lot of you are in these political times. To me, this is all politics to me. You know, this is all politics with the pandemic and some of these other things. Everything is politics 24/7. You know? Also, I also want to talk about the rise of dating coaches because I'm noticing a lot of people going to the dating coach route, which to me is a headache. But it may work for certain people. It don't work for me. I'm about giving real life advice, not dating advice, because life ain't about dating all the time. It's about building something for yourself that's going to create happiness. You know, so we don't have to complain about anybody else. You know? So make sure y'all like the stream. We're going to get into it. We about to go in on this heifer who, you know, and let me tell y'all about, let me show y'all. I think I can show you better than I can tell you.
If you still single after listening to Jada Black, you might be LGBTQ purse wearing Birkin bag having simps man shrugging dark skin
I don't know,
tone.
man. But listen, man, I don't know about that.
Dating coaches is a scam too.
I think if guys are singles because they might have gone monk or they don't want relationships. So I don't know if I'd say that because I don't really give dating advice. I really don't. But this is what you see from the New York Times. This is for all you black people, especially a lot of you black women that are celebrating this as if it's a victory. Look at what it says. The Indian Americans cheer Kamala Harris because that's what she identifies as. She sees herself as Indian American. She don't see herself as no black woman. This woman can't relate to black people. How many black friends do you really think she has or black people she grew up around? She doesn't embrace blackness. She embraces whatever is going to get her to wherever it is she wants to go. And that's what a lot of people got to understand. She's going to embrace what's going to ultimately help her. And that's just, that's politics, yes, but that's where we are in society, you know?
You've been saying what I've been saying for years now. Shout out to you, my G.
Salute to Dipset NY, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Indian American. Let's look at some of these tweets real quick before I get into the commentary. Let's take a look at some of these tweets. Talking to folks yesterday, I heard powerful reflections on sacrifice. The sons and daughters of immigrants told me they imagined their parents always asking, was it worth it? Asian American political leaders have called Kamala Harris' selection as the Democratic vice presidential nominee a powerful statement on American possibility. A proud moment and impactful. I can attest to the fact that the photo of Kamala Harris in the red sari is all over Indian WhatsApp groups. You got this person feeling so incredibly proud and emotional. This is a win for black people, a win for Indian American people, a win for women. This kind of inclusion is what we need right now in an administration where hate is the political platform. Didn't I tell y'all that these colored haired females, these you can see a black feminist a mile away, man. 2 miles away, 3 miles away, 4 miles away. How the fuck is this a win? A win for who? Kamala Harris don't even like black people. She don't even like black people. Well, she did like Willie Brown, though. So we can't say she don't like, but she did like Willie Brown. So we can attest to the fact that she liked Willie Brown.
Kamala Harris is the Jezebel spirit that the public should be weary of because she's not for the people.
Thanks, AJ. She's for herself and building her own. Is it building her own resume, so to speak, you know? But the fact that they're saying that who the fuck is this a win for? This is not a win for black people. Are you serious? She don't even identify as black. So how is this a win? What's good, Vern 85? This ain't a win for me. What's good, Gerald? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. This ain't no win for me. How is this a win for us?
WAAP her way to the top and is going to use black women's emotions to win.
Thanks, Ronnie. Well, she definitely did lay her way to the top. Maybe not all the way, but 50% there. Okay? 50% there. Ask Willie Brown. But let's go into it. Salute to everybody that's here. Shout out to the fam, the chat. Once again.
Monk mode for me right now. Delusional expectations and high demands with low to no returns. Stack money, they will be at the finish line. Kamala F. No.
Thanks, David. Appreciate that. Let's see. Now, let's go over the reasons why voting for this woman is a complete and utter stupid move, okay? One, she did indeed not only flip-flop on her ethnicity, but her father blasted her for doing so. I believe her father is Jamaican. Her mother is Indian. This woman has never identified as black in her life. If she did, it's because of probably maybe affirmative action or, you know what I'm saying, just to get her foot in the door if she couldn't anywhere else, right? Put that on your double minority. Or, you know, I think for political gain for the most. But what's interesting is that her own father basically blasted her. She's claiming to be Indian. No, she's claiming to be black, biracial. It's like she doesn't even know who she is. And I have told y'all about people who are of mixed ethnicity. A lot of times they don't have an identity. Look at Kaepernick. No identity whatsoever. So you cling on to what you think is going to get you the most love. The love you just never had. A place to belong. And for her, in her mind, she is Indian American. She is not black any way, shape, or form. But you have these people, these Negroes, saying that it's a win because she is running for office. She was running for the presidency and failed miserably. So you're putting her in a vice president role, which is going to be even worse.
Any black man that votes for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is voting for gynocracy and feminism.
Appreciate that, bro. Thanks, man. Daniel. Pretty much. And there are people who have a feminist mindset. Because you do have a lot of males who don't like themselves. They don't like masculinity. They hate their masculinity because they didn't have a daddy. So they take it out on every man they come across. And they always self-identify as women. Those type of males will support her. But men who really understand the type of person she is, they're not really going to support her. She flipping and flopping over who she is not good, and it's not a win. People need to stop saying that it's a win. It's a win for who? Who is it a win for? It's not a win for me, and it surely ain't no win for you. What are you winning? She ran for president and failed. You're putting somebody who has no real base to speak of. I mean, you could have chosen maybe Elizabeth Warren, or I mean, he could have chose Bernie, but you know, I don't know. Bernie got an ego. Bernie want to be running president, even though he backs down. But she failed miserably, and now she's black. But you got articles saying she's Indian, but you still got black people say, well, this is a win. She does not identify with you, okay? If she was to be around you, she wouldn't not be around you. If she had the opportunity to really be around melanated people, she would decline. She's too busy locking you up. She prosecuted a lot of melanated males in the state of California. I believe she was the presiding prosecutor for, y'all remember the movie Fruitvale Station? Like, she was prosecutor during that particular situation, and the cop basically got off almost with a slap on the wrist. You know, she's pro police. Y'all got to understand, she's pro police. She's anti you, but they will come to you when they need something. Black people are in a very messy, you know, almost abusive like relationship with the DNC. That's the core of it. it's a relationship that black people refuse to leave. After almost 50 years, they refuse to leave this relationship. And they're looking and grasping for any reason to support them, which is sad. It really is. It's sad that after all these years of getting nothing, you still want to support these people, and you're willing to support two people who together has been instrumental in locking up a lot of your fellow melanated brethren, but you don't care because you want to get that orange man out of the office. You just don't like him, even though y'all liked him 5 or 6 years ago. You don't like him now for whatever reason, but you want to support people who are instrumental in locking up people that you knew growing up, family members. You don't care because you're in this toxic relationship that you refuse to leave. Okay, you've become another statistic. Okay.
Harris knows she's part black. She hates it. I think both parties put blacks last. This is why Biden picked Harris and why Trump isn't any better.
Appreciate that, Geo Scholar. She's basically kind of like Obama, like an empty suit, okay? I wouldn't say that Obama was a bad president, but I do think he was very ineffective because you voted for him because you thought that he would be able to do something for you that would have been beneficial to you, but he never did. He never did. And I think that people have to understand that when you are supporting people and they continue to let you down, do you think that's going to end when they feel like we continue to just do nothing, but they'll support us because we're nicer to them, we lie to them better, you know? This is all politics, people. And it's funny because she was on stage basically calling him out for his mistreatment of melanated people and the fact that he supported bills that went against us. But people still ignoring that because they've allowed the media to brainwash them. Shout out to Joe K. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for signing up. This is why, once again, this is a woman, y'all gotta understand, this woman is married to a non-melanated man. She's locked up a ton of melanated men, but you still got grown melanated men throwing their support to her. That doesn't make any sense to me. Something is wrong with you guys. There's no logic there. It's all emotion. You watch way too much network TV with their propaganda, and it brainwashes you to have this dislike for people, even though you've never supported those people. If you've never supported the other party, how can you dislike them? Has anybody ever thought about that? How can you dislike another party you've never supported, that you've never went to for anything? Is it because they don't pander to you like the DNC do every 4 years? Because it's not going to happen. And we look at what is on the table. You can support who's already in office, or you can support who's on the other people on the ballot. And there are people who are literally like ready to vote for two people who care nothing for black life. They really don't. They care nothing about black life. They've done everything they can to destroy it. They've done everything they can to destroy it. She's an empty dress suit, basically. She's going to do what she is told. There's a chance that if Joe don't make it, if they were to win, she would be running this country, and she's pro-police. Do you think that with Kamala a record, do you really think that she's going to defund the police? Think about it. Do you really think she's going to defund those people that she supports? She's not going to say she supports them publicly, but looking at her tenure in California. She has supported them, and they have supported her. Okay? And that would continue if she was allowed to run this country. That would continue. You think she's going to allow y'all to just run around and loot, build businesses? I highly doubt it. She will allow them to go in there and do what they need to do. And she's not going to care about you getting on her, because you can't say, well, what is, you're being discriminatory towards us. Well, she black, ain't she? Now, she, unfortunately for her, made a name for herself by messing around with another California politician by the name of Willie Brown. Basically sleeping her way to the top, or halfway there. And this is the type of person that they're pushing. They're pushing a person who ideals are not too radical, but it's basically establishment. She's establishment. She's establishment,
Blacks need to vote Trump this year. Stop being loyal to the Dems who ain't for you and pander for your votes. We ain't tired yet after decades.
Thanks, Naj. Appreciate that, man. No, they're not tired. They're on social media talking about they ready to go all in. I saw one comment from a female that said that she was already going to vote for Creepy Joe. What's good, Jolene? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. We are dealing with a person here who, again, can't be trusted. Most of these politicians, if not all of them, can't be trusted.
Both political parties contributed to mass incarceration, especially blacks. Neither party cares about blacks. Trump wants stop and frisk nationwide. Harris is no better.
Well, I don't know about the whole stop and frisk. I haven't heard that. That sounds like something you may have heard on CNN. I haven't heard that because that would never happen. And by the way, that was implemented by a Democratic mayor. Okay. Now, once again, here's the argument of both parties are bad. Okay, if both parties are bad, look at your quality of life. Look at what's going on in Chicago. Look at what's going on in Seattle. Look at what's going on in the entire state of California. That is happening in Democratic-ran cities. Okay? I'm in a state that is mostly red. We ain't dealing with that here. Okay? Florida ain't dealing with that. Georgia, they had it. But as of today, they're not dealing with people continuously rioting and taking over whole cities. There's a lot of weak leadership in the Democratic Party. So we can say both parties are bad, but tell that to the people who are in these blue states or even in these red states that don't have to deal with their businesses being destroyed and looted constantly. But portion of the city being taken over. You have businesses being extorted. That's not going on in Republican held cities and states. Okay, so we can say both parties are bad all day long, but look at the state you're living in and look at what's going on in some of these other states where the mayors seem to not care at all. And the governors, everything is political. Everything is political. So we can say that all of them are bad. Okay, well, I'm looking at the facts. And the fact remains that a lot of these blue states are struggling. A lot of those big cities like Chicago and Seattle, they're struggling. And look who the leadership is. I'm looking at what's going on right now. Facts over feelings, facts over feelings. I haven't seen one iota of rioting in this state, looting in this state, and it's a red state. So I look at the facts over feelings.
We got clowns on one side and people in clown suits on the other. Politicians are politicians. After election, they all go on secret vacations together.
Well, bro, I don't care if they are cool with each other or not. I'm looking at results. It's just like pro athletes. They can compete against each other. They can have a competitive rivalry with each other, but that doesn't mean they're not cool with each other. I don't care if they're cool. So what? I'm looking at results. I'm looking at what's going on. I don't care if they're buddies. I mean, a lot of people are buddies. The people you think that don't like each other are probably buddies. People that you work with that you think don't like each other are probably friends with each other. You know? Just like you got women that will claim they hate a guy, but what she ain't telling you is that she used to screw the guy. Or maybe currently screwing the guy. I mean, so what? I'm looking at the results. I'm not looking at what's going on, how you feel about people. If I was one of those people that thought on emotion, I would be a complete failure. I would be nowhere right now. I would be listening to people who are not as smart as me, who don't understand the world like me. You know? So I don't care about feelings. I don't care if I'm loved by a political party. That means nothing to me. I'm not looking to be loved. Y'all looking to be loved. I'm not looking to be loved. I don't wake up every day saying, damn, I wish the politicians in my city loved me. I'm a grown man. I don't look to be loved by people I don't know. Simple. These are business. These are lawyers. A lot of these politicians are lawyers. They're all about business. This country is a business, you know? Now, I know some of you have Trump derangement syndrome and it's driving you crazy. I don't have Trump derangement syndrome, you know?
Rioting happened in Alabama, red state.
Well, okay. One state. Wow, one state. Where's the other states? What about Texas? What about Arizona? You know? What about Florida? You know, Florida's kind of 50-50. Okay? Utah. Let's see. South Dakota. North Dakota. Like, okay, you got one state. Wow, one state. Are they rioting right now? Is Alabama burning down like Chicago, like New York, like Seattle? Because I don't hear much about Alabama rioting. I hear about every other place rioting. This country's a business. Y'all got to get your feelings out of it. Especially if you're if you are a man, you should not be caring about somebody loving you. Okay? That is what a woman would want. She would want somebody to love her and appreciate her and to protect her, provide for her. That's not an emotion a man should have. You know? Utah has all types of people. It's just very super hyper religious. But bro, you name one state, name two more states that you have a lot of that are Republican control that have rioting and looting going on today. Not 2-3 months ago. I'm talking about today. Name two more. Well, good for you, Gio. You live in Alabama. Good for you. There's a lot of people who probably would never want to live in Alabama. Y'all got to get your feelings out of it. You know? I'm not talking about riots from 2-3 months ago. I'm talking about today. Name a state where the mayor is allowing people to destroy the city and are refusing government assistance. Even though they want government financial assistance, they don't want military assistance. Can you tell me? Because I'm not hearing about it. I'm not hearing about too many places rioting like that are red states. Blue states, absolutely. And also you have governors who are shutting the state down once again. They're not allowing people to do much. I just would not want to live in that. I would not want to live in a place where the people make everything so political, you know? He's Googling. Yeah, they Googling, man. I'm talking about today. I ain't talking about 2-3 months ago when a whole bunch of places were, protesting and all that. I'm talking about today, as of today, how many red states are, no, not red states, excuse me, cities. How many big cities in red states are rioting and looting as we speak? Y'all in your feelings, man. Y'all got y'all feelings. I can't respect people that be in their feelings all the time. That means you're so hyper emotional. You're sensitive. Like, I can't respect people like that. You know? You have a guy in Joe Biden who don't even know what day it is. Okay? The guy's basically being treated as if he were a toddler. And that's the guy that y'all want to be president? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. You got Kamala Harris, who mercilessly locked up black males herself. Okay? You got a guy who was all for a crime bill that was locking your black ass up. And these are the people y'all can't get out this abusive relationship you have with the Democratic Party. It's an abusive, toxic relationship that you refuse to leave, and you make every excuse in the world why you should stay. And then you wonder why you don't get anything out of it. They're taking, and they're not giving you shit. You know? This is insanity. Y'all ready to go run to the ballots? Man, y'all really in love with this party. If you willing to vote for a guy whose nickname is Creepy Joe, who has videos of him sniffing and smelling on women live on camera. Imagine what he has done that we don't even know about, because the media protects the Joe Bidens of the world. Like, man. Hold on, let me see something. Hold up. Okay, we still live. Talking about this Kamala Harris heifer. Lisa, you can't be saying things like that. That might get you timed out. Just joking. Well, Lisa, you still cool though. Even though you trying to vote for this senile man who likes to grope women. I mean, if you supporting that, it is what it is. Yeah, man, there's a lot of sheep out there. I mean, you can't wake up everybody. They just you can show them better than you can tell them. Creepy Joe, they ready to go all in on Creepy Joe. They ready to go all in on Creepy Joe and lock him up, Kamala, incarcerate him incarcerate them Kamala. You know, they ready to go all in. They got every excuse why they're supporting these people. Even though Kamala, this woman literally lied and said she used to smoke weed while listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg. If that don't lose you credibility, I don't know what does. Like, seriously, you smoke weed, which once again, she's probably prosecuted tons of people for marijuana. You smoke weed in college while listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg, right? Which turned out to be a lie. But she doesn't know how to interact with black people, so she just said the first thing that came to mind that she thought would make her seem cool. You know? That's what this like what Hillary said. She had hot sauce in her purse. She got hot sauce in her purse. Sheesh.
Come on, man.
Thanks, Elweb. Hold on, let me see if I the first Incheon. She's an Incheon. Oh yeah, and don't forget she grilled the Justice Kavanaugh here. She grilled him. Even though he and Biden have the same allegations towards each other. Don't y'all think it's weird that she called out Biden for being a racist, but she's joining forces with him? Y'all don't find that weird? That she called this guy a racist who supported racist policies, but they're joining forces now. If that don't make you sick, I don't know what does. You know? I don't know what does. Appreciate that walk good, do good. Let's see, just looking at some of these tweets. I got a picture of Creepy Joe. Y'all know what's crazy with this debate? Like, Tulsi Gabbard, like, buried her. And then Tulsi ended up getting buried. Like, you don't hear nothing about her.
Kamala Harris is trying to hoodwink black folk to vote for Joe Biden. We ain't falling for the bull jive.
Thanks, Abby. I mean, some are, because they're in that, they can't get out of the abusive relationship they have with the party. It's very much so an abusive relationship. Like, get out. Get out. Get out of it. Free yourself. Oh, man. We got to get out of this, whatever it is that's going on, man. I want to see all us win. But I want us to do it the right way. I want us to be able to make the best moves for us. I'm not Democrat or Republican, but I damn sure not going to vote for Joe Biden. Okay? I am a person who's apolitical. I'm not a political person. I just want the government out my business. I want the opportunity to be able to make something of myself. I want to be able to be a capitalist. I don't want the government telling me how to live my life. You know, I don't want the government intervening in my business. But some of y'all want that because you want to be treated like children. I don't. I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to be told who I should support, who I should vote for. I'm not one of those people. Some of y'all that way. I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to get, put in a box where because I'm black, I have to vote for Democrat. That's never going to happen. I'm going to make damn sure that never happens. I'm going to make sure that you know that I am not in no party affiliation, especially not with a party that years ago I actually did support because I didn't know any better. I was ignorant. But now after doing research and understanding what's going on, I realized that it's best to stay out of the political arena. That's why I don't do political videos.
This woman, who has never identified herself as a black woman, is claiming she is black and says Cardi B is her favorite rapper.
Yeah, because DM, she's dumb. She's ditzy. She doesn't understand.
Blacks might benefit from voting third party.
Blacks do benefit from voting a third party, but we are not organized enough to start one because we too wrapped up in race and this matriarchy that we're under. You got all these black men talking about we need a black female VP candidate. It's like, first off, you don't have any black leadership. You just a bunch of dudes trying to support women because of the shit you've done to women, and you feel guilty about it. Make sure y'all like the stream.
Why is he picking her last minute? We're about to vote.
Thanks again, DM. Well, black women are staunch liberals and Democrats because they feel like it benefits them. All the policies, the free government money, affirmative action has definitely helped them. They feel like they benefit under Democratic policies. And to me, I just feel like I don't want the government in my affairs. I don't want the government nowhere near me. But some of y'all like that. Some of y'all like to be controlled. I don't like to be controlled. I really don't like to be controlled. I don't like to be told I should be put in this box and support this. I will never be that person. Some of y'all will be that person because you're afraid, you're weak, you're cowards. And no wonder women are running around acting superior to you because when they look around, they see a bunch of weak males with no backbone. That's what they see. So when they act the way they act, that's because they don't fear you. Because you've allowed yourself to be put in a box. You've allowed yourself to go along with the crowd. You've allowed yourself not to stand out. And trust me, women don't respect that. Because if you want to be a leader, you have to be a leader. You can't just fall in line with whatever is being said just so you don't get any criticism. Criticism is healthy, but some people can't handle it. Just like this jackass here, Renaissance woman. This is what I do. Listen, I can't say it's not a rant because it kind of is a rant. But I go in on all my topics because I'm a passionate person. But people like this person, whose pronouns is she and her, don't understand that because they have no passion. I have passion. That's why people follow me. That's why people support me. They fucks with me because I have passion. That's why some of you will never be able to have a following because you don't have passion. You don't aspire to do anything except be told what to do. That's not me. That ain't me. That's why I stand out and you don't. That's why people will follow and support me and no one will follow and support you. Black men love to follow their women. That's why they're all sense. Appreciate that, Black is Night. I'm noticing that a lot more every day. I'm noticing a lot more of these males are following behind women.
Black men love to follow their women. That's why all those simps support BLM.
Yeah, and they've made their way to YouTube and other social media platforms. Shout out to Vern85. Well, if New York was doing so great, how come the governor was threatening to basically overthrow his mayor's authority because of what was going on in the city and what's going on in the city currently? All right. I mean, we talking about what's going on now. That's been going on for months. I mean, look what happened in Seattle. That should never happen. But it's going to happen because you have weak males who have power. What went on in Minneapolis? Weak leadership. Weak leadership. It's too much weak male leadership out here. You know?
Breonna Taylor's man was no simp.
Let's see, Black America, Democrats. Appreciate that support. Damn horse, man.
Black America, wake up. Democrats, tent city for black folk. They will depress the black middle class even further and move everyone to tent cities.
Well, I don't want to be in no tent city. Some people may want to because they don't really know any better. They should know because they're probably older than me. Shout out to Damon with the Cash App. Says, good topic. Can't wait for the podcast show. Thanks, bro.
I'd rather have Trump for 4 more years than those clowns. All the Democratic Party cares about nowadays are LGBT rights and protecting illegal immigrants.
Appreciate that, Mark B. Bro, I definitely can agree with you on that. The Democrats have gone too far left because all the people who were Democrats and liberals are now sliding to be conservatives. And they're doing that because they're noticing a shift that is against their how they feel morals-wise, you know. They're not about what's going on and the terror that's being brought into these cities because of politics and the fact that these people are politicizing everything.
My favorite line from them is a non-vote for either party is a vote for Trump, no TF it's not. It's a vote for Emmy and my future.
Reset that, Wayne. That is kind of true, Wayne, because the people that's going to support Trump is going to support him. But it's the people in the middle and the people who are left who, if they don't vote, it is a vote for him. It's like with Hillary Clinton, man. That ended up being a vote for him, the amount of people that did not vote. It was a vote for him. So even if you don't vote for him or you don't vote for Biden, it's still a vote for him. No, I'm not taking phone calls today though, because I still got some other stuff I need to get done. I'm surprised I was able to get this stream going. You know, I was gonna try my best to do it, but I still got some other stuff I got to do. So I'm not gonna be able to take phone calls today. I'll take phone calls tomorrow. But I definitely want to come and speak on this topic. Yeah, make sure that y'all look out for the podcast episode. We gonna talk about Ellen DeGenerate. We're gonna talk about, you know, people hyping up Michelle Obama, which, for whatever reason. Oprah Winfrey, the sellout. What else we got on tap? Maybe some more Kamala Harris talk. I'm gonna put a promo video up so y'all get ready for it. Make sure you're on Twitter following me. You can also sign up and become a member of my Anchor channel. I think I don't know if it's maybe $1 membership. I'm not too much sure, but you can actually go over there and sign up. I'm not sure how that goes. Tim, get the fuck out my chat, man. Don't tell me to take phone calls. No, I take phone calls when I feel like it, bro. Come in my chat with more respect. I'll let you back. No phone calls today.
So many weak males on here like Renaissance Man. Much like many of my fellow black naires, sadly. Kamala is as much of a bigot as Trump.
Oh, man. Appreciate that, Yak. Man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. You're in New York, so you can tell me. And I got a lot of supporters out there in New York. Shout out to New York. But y'all can tell me the state of New York. Now, things have probably calmed down, but they haven't been calm like that. It took a while for it to get calm. It took a while for it to get calm.
People, do your own research and make the best decision for you. You should vote, but make sure you know the candidate history, good and bad.
Right, Black Hammer. I agree, bro. I absolutely agree. Do your research. Don't come on social media emotional. Do research on the people before you vote for them. And a lot of people just don't do that, and they end up, regretting their decision. That's why you have to do the work as far as making sure you choose the right person. I implore everybody to do that. You think Trump is a racist and he hates black people? Go check out his record of what, not only what he's doing as president, but what he has done over the last 20, 30, 40 years. And then go look at what Biden has done, his policies and who he is. You know what I'm saying? And then you make that decision. I'm not here to tell y'all who to vote for. I'm giving my opinion with some facts, of course. But I'm here to give you my opinion. I'm not here to sway you either way. That's why you listen to me. You listen to me because you want my opinion, right? If I'm speaking about a certain person, you're going to want to know what I think, right? And I'm telling you what I think. I'm not telling you how to think. I'm telling you what I think. I'm not telling you, oh, you need to do this, and if you don't, you're all these different. I'm not doing that. I'm basically giving you my opinion on what's going on. You can take it or leave it. You can take it or leave it. If you choose to go and support this person, I'm not going to tell you not to, but I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it, because that's why you're here, right? That's why you're here, right? You're here to listen to what I think, because if you weren't here to listen to what I think, then you wouldn't be here. You would, I'm not watching that guy. I don't care about his opinion. Hey, Tam, if you got any other social media, Facebook or Instagram, you can follow me there too to get notifications to the podcast. I'm going to try to put something up on IG as well. But this is the podcast channel over on Anchor, man. Y'all could watch it on Spotify too. You can, if you got a Spotify account, you probably can follow me on there. So you can go to Spotify and you can still follow me on there. Just when you go to the Anchor channel, you just click onto Spotify and go to your account, and maybe you can follow me there. I'm not really sure. Shout out to Walk Good, Do Good again. It's Jim Crow Joe. That's basically who he is. Oh, man.
Biden and Bernie have been in positions for over 30 years to introduce policy and support a bloc America, and they chose not to.
Right, damn. And that's the problem.
I am voting for Donald from Manhattan.
Okay, bad. Hombre, you said that? Yeah, man, these guys have been in office for years. They've gotten gray hairs sitting in office, doing nothing. What about the third option to write a name? I don't know who. You can do that, Liz. You can write somebody else's name in there for president. Like, you could put my name. You could say, I'm voting for Jada Black for president. Or I'm voting for my favorite artist. I'm voting Michael Jordan for president. I think you can do that. Yeah, but as far as the podcast is concerned, I think you can follow through Spotify, I think. Because I'm on a bunch of those different podcast platforms. Because I definitely want y'all, because that's a place I want to be able to speak more about these types of subjects. I try to keep the topics on YouTube as light as possible. I've dealt with enough flagging and, enough issues with YouTube that I just want to be able to use YouTube as a way to put out content, but definitely with my take on it. But with the Anchor podcast, basically be a way for me to do something outside of YouTube and speak on various topics that I don't think I'd be able to speak about on YouTube like that. Hopefully not Kanye. You know what, Charles? That was a interesting point, because Biden was being honest. Hispanics are diverse, and black people are not diverse of mind. They do tend to think alike, and I noticed he got attacked by a lot of black liberals. But that's how most people think. They just don't say it. They know black people because it benefits them. It benefits them as politicians on the left to have black people thinking alike, because they're all going to vote for the same party for the most part. So what he said basically kind of went against, I think, the unwritten, but the untold, how they really feel. They know that we're not that diverse and we think alike, because it benefits them. And he basically said it out loud. Josh, is that what it means? Is that what her name means in Finnish? Means horrible? Wow. Well, she is Indian. I mean, all these people on Twitter will tell you, she's Indian American. Then you got to know she's Black American. No, she's mixed. All right, make sure y'all like the stream. If y'all like the topics so far. I mean, if y'all like these political topics, I mean, I could do one every once in a while if I find something that's interesting. But politics to me is more draining than interesting, because a lot of the same players are in the mix. There's not, like when Tulsi Gabbard was trending, I thought that was interesting.
The old black media, Roland Martin, Joy Reid, Angela Rye, Charlemagne, that God, Bakari sellers will all get fired when they lose this election. It over.
Really? Well, Roland's doing his own thing, being Roland Martin. But Joy Reid, Angela Rye Angela Rye is pretty much, she's a mouthpiece for the Democrat establishment. Charlemagne as well, Bakari Sellers, all of them are mouthpieces for the establishment. Roland, I believe, is doing his own thing, so I think he's in a good spot to where he doesn't have to rely on it. But Joy Reid, definitely, it could be a situation where she could get fired. Angela Rye, once again, she's a mouthpiece. She's gonna say whatever she has to say to get on these networks. Yeah, Kamala says Kamala don't care about reparations. She doesn't care about black people as far as, whether or not they're going back and forth to jail, because she's jailed so many black people. She's pro-police. Y'all wanted to fund it. She wants to fund it more,
Jay, why do black women worship mixed women?
Bro, I honestly think there are those that are insecure and they get light-skinned friends or mixed friends, and that girl becomes the leader of the group because the other girls look at her and they feel it. They have a bit of an inferiority complex, and they want her around because they think it's going to attract the type of attention and guys that they want. That psychology goes deep. Sparklers, I had to chime in and say F Kamala, aka Kamala. That's pronunciation of her fake ass.
She only claims black
she's
when
definitely
convenient.
fake.
No trust.
Kamala, she's definitely fake. But let me show y'all. Hold up. On this article, they're gloating about how she is Indian American or Asian American. They ain't saying nothing about black because she don't see herself as that and they don't see her as that. That's why they want to put her in that spot. But it's about symbolism. You know, symbolism rules the world right now, man. Everything is about symbolism. Everything is about symbolism. Let's go to Biden Harris real quick. We been new K-Hive. K-Hive, man, they got a Kamala Harris hive. How many of y'all are part of the Kamala Harris hive? This chick got a hive. Like, what? I gotta click onto this. The Kamala hive, y'all are going too far. But again, people look at her, they look at her accomplishments, they look at who she's married to, and they look up to that. And these people are black, quote unquote. These people are black and they're glorifying a woman that was locking up your black man. And they're talking about a K-Hive. Like, what? This is mental illness. K-Hive, what? This is insanity. Look at this. Kamala was the ringleader of Kavanaugh character assassination attempt. That's exactly why I'm voting for her. Y'all see how crazy these women are? This is how insane these women are, man. Who is Kamala Harris' husband? Is they really asking this question? They want y'all to know she with that white man.
Vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris officially takes her historic step forward on the presidential ticket. But it's the man who posed with her at the end.
They praising that white man.
Unique path beside her. Husband
They're saying it's because of him. It's because of him staying by her side, you know, being there, that she's where she's at.
Biden ready to go.
Let me introduce the woman I love.
He was an ever-present +1 on the campaign trail as his wife ran for president. The quiet guide, cheerleader when needed, active on social media as Mr. Kamala Harris, and sometimes the unscripted husband. In a security scare last year at a campaign event, a protester got this close to Harris. The female moderator got in between. Then one of the three men to charge and drag him away was Emhoff. The look on his face, unfiltered, unmistakable. And when her...
Yo, man. Why he look so goofy, man? He looked like Chuck Schumer. He looked like Chucky Schumer's brother, man. He kind of looked like Chucky Schumer's brother, man.
Her presidential hopes ended. He was her source of comfort.
We were a good couple going in, and I think we came out of it like...
And once again, this is an account from a black woman. Black women lead.
A modern...
He got, I guess that, I don't know, that's his husband, right? That's Buttigieg and his husband, and that's her with her husband.
Husband now wading through barely charted territory.
This is only the third woman vice president.
Y'all gotta, she basically called this guy a racist. She called this guy a racist, and now they're on stage together and they're with each other, Biden and Harris. Y'all see this bullshit, man. Do y'all see this bullshit? CNN once again. Well, I missed some super chats. Let's see. Did I? Oh no, that's...
Notice the petite dark black woman WHO came in like a defensive lineman to defend her.
Yeah, you seen
The
that?
self-esteem is so low.
Yo, the dark skin chick got up. She was ready to put hands on that dude, man. Man, she got up quick, man. Yeah, she got up quick in her tight dress, ready to throw hands on that white boy. And then you got black women like promoting her husband as if he's doing great things by staying by her side. But these chicks are all over Twitter, man.
We always looking up to the mayonnaise people. Stop.
Thanks, Ms. Parkerland. That's what's going on. They're literally worshiping this guy on Twitter right now.
Buttigieg is the wife in his relationship. Confused face.
Yeah, he's the wifey. Buttigieg is the wifey. Buttigieg is the wifey. Yeah, he the wifey in the relationship, man. He the wife. He got wifed up, man. Pete Buttigieg got wifed up, man. Oh yeah, Simone Sanders. Yeah, Simone Sanders. She about tackled that person that hopped on stage, man. Like, you got this rough and tough, masculine bull female. This is a female bull, and she, she's bodyguard. Not only that, his wife, Joe Biden's wife, is out here basically putting hands on people too. So he's surrounded by masculine women. Mm-hmm. Then he had a chick on stage. Kamala married to a rich Jew. Yeah, man, he's definitely there financially. He probably got connections and everything, man. Shout out to that Nika Pookie Jenkins for becoming a member. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Yeah, the white worshiping definitely needs to stop. I agree, man.
White women ain't gonna vote for black female VP.
No, they are not. That's why she got little to no support in the primaries. No one was gonna support her like that.
Kamala is married to a rich Jew.
These messages coming in late. All right, let's see what else is going on here.
Presidential nominee, and so he will be navigating terrain that we haven't really seen in any recent history.
I don't know if we're ready for a first lady named Doug. I don't know. Doug, huh?
Oh, he is the most fully actualized person you've ever met.
The couple met later in life, set up on a blind date by friends. Emhoff, an entertainment lawyer and millionaire, elevated her public servant salary into the 1%. And he brings 2 grown children, both in their 20s, to their blended marriage.
Y'all know what's very significant? Because this is her world. This is Kamala Harris's world. Her world is being around people who are lighter than her, who don't look nothing like her. This is her world. She don't connect with black people. So when I see black people ready to risk it all to support her, you have to understand the world she comes from. She does not get you. She doesn't understand. The only time she deals with black people like that is when she about ready to send them to jail. But this is her world.
I've had a lot of titles over my career. And certainly, Vice President will be great. But Kamala will always be the one that means the most.
They are reflective of America. Their story is common to a lot of Americans. And I think that is something they can draw upon on the campaign trail to say, look, we're real humans just like you. And voters tend to like that.
Simone Sanders is Sousie Santana big sister winking face, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy with her manly at CZ.
Bro, she is one of the most masculine females I've seen. Not her mannerisms, but like her facial expressions. She got the haircut. The chick is definitely cut from that cloth of just masculine, like, you know, man hating, or I'm you know, inside I'm a guy, like outside I look like a female. Like that's her. That's her world, man. She's, you know, she's one of the females that we definitely talk about avoiding. Some women can hide it, some can't. But Simone Sanders I think Simone Sanders is a bit loony. I think that she's very driven by power and greed, and I don't think she cares one iota about the black family or black community. I think she's probably pro-black female, but I just find her to be very disgusting person. She hopped from one political candidate to another. She's a candidate hopper. And do you really want to support somebody like, you know, that has people like that around them? You know, so Simone Sanders always seemed to be ready to attack a black man. You know?
Any very successful, educated, prominent black men or women who are okay? Should our kids and families to stay away from education, politics, and success?
I think that if you have an intact family, I think you should definitely teach them more about what's going on in society yourself. Don't allow nobody else to do it for you. Because the government, especially schools, want to do the raising of your children. You can't let them do that. Honestly, do you even need school at this point? I think school is more for social upbringings than you know, education wise. You know, socially they get to be around other kids their ages, but are they really learning anything? Like, I've been in classrooms where I knew that teacher didn't know half of what she was talking about. She there for the check, and I think a lot of that is going on right now.
Notable to gender politics watchers is how Emhoff is changing the norms for American men.
Hewing to other voters in particular.
Changing the norms for American men, which they means having a weak beta male at her side, you know, who is gonna acquiesce, who's gonna allow her to do whatever she wants to do, who's gonna be willing to bend his knee whenever possible, who's going to not do much. He basically is going to just, you know, shut up and listen and do what he's told. Be a checkbook. That's mainly what that's what he is, and that's what they want men to be. They want men to basically just shut up and let women do whatever they want to do. You know? Until these women actually want to have relations with the guy and they realize they're not, you know, aroused, you know, they're not, you know, attracted to the men that they are in relationships or married to, and they go seeking the guy who is a bit more alpha. But what's happening is that they're trying to kill off men who are more alpha males, but you got women who are attracted to that, but they're not marrying that, you know. But they end up having affairs with guys who are the exact opposite of the men they married, because a lot of times they marry for security. You know, they really don't marry for love. It ain't about love. It's about how you can help me get to where I'm at, you know?
Particularly other men, the need to sometimes step back and lift up women's voices in this process. Yeah. And that sort of symbolic nod.
And that's what Joe Biden is doing. Because from what I've seen from his wife is very, you could just tell she's driven to want to be the first lady. Like, you could just tell.
SCAMALA is that toxic masculinity trope.
Yeah, it's about let the woman lead. Let her lead you where? Off a cliff?
Generations of men.
They so obsessed with this whole toxic masculinity, which is bullshit. Women love toxic masculinity. Why do you think women stay with men who like to put their hands on them? Cuss them out, cheat. They stay with these guys, man. They stay with these guys when they could leave, but they don't. They stay with them. They are doing this because they're trying to make Kamala Harris more, I would say more relatable, because she's not very relatable. She's very robotic. She's very empty. She's emotionless. And they're trying to humanize her through her husband. But do you think that's going to make her more likable or more unlikable? That's going to make her even more unlikable. What are you talking about? I dislike her more now after seeing that video. You with that man because of his money and his resources, and he can help you get to where you want to go. You're not with that guy because you care about him. Like, come on, man. And you got the kids together. Whatever. These women want these men who are subservient, submissive until they are actually sexually aroused. Then they go outside that relationship or marriage to go find that, because their husband that they married for security ain't providing that. And if you dudes think that money is going to keep these women faithful, you're highly mistaken. Especially if it's a woman who's a feminist, who believes that women can do whatever they want because they're women. Trust me, she's getting out of that. Don't listen to them. It's just like listening to a female dating coach. You only gonna tell me what you want me to hear. You're not gonna really tell me the truth about how to sleep with these women. You know, because then you feel like you're exposing yourself. But if you are a dating coach, then you should tell me everything I need to know. Don't hold back because, you know, you don't want me to see how easy it could be. You know, you think you may be exposing yourself, but you're supposed to be helping me accomplish my dreams.
SCAMALASBLCK until they win. She will flash AKA until she swears in as VP. Black when convenient. Hashtag MASKON.
Right,
Hashtag MASKOFF.
She's gonna be black first, pro-black. She's gonna be that until, you know, while she's trying to campaign to get that black vote. But other than that, she's going to be Indian American all the way. You know? I agree all day, Paige. That's what would happen. You know, if it's a black man with a white woman, white wife, forget it. You know? They're going to be talking about canceling him and he's elevating this white woman. He ain't supporting black women. But you got black women all over Twitter promoting Kamala and her white husband. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure that y'all like the stream. I think this has been a good stream, you know. I think this has been a good stream. I think we've had a good time in it. I think. I think I have, you know. But yeah, man, we just setting certain shit straight, man. Like, I have no ill will towards anybody. I just want y'all to understand what's going on, where we are. These are different days, man. Different days. And we can only do what's in the best interest of helping us get to where we want to go. You can support who you want. You're not, beholden to support this person. That you can just do whatever you feel like is going to make you the most happy. It's going to put you in the best position to succeed, man. That's what you should do. Absolutely, do what's in the best interest of you, man. But again, I'm not a political person, but I will call out bullshit when I see it. I just don't like how all of a sudden she went from being one of the most disliked people running for president to all of a sudden she's getting all this praise and all this love. Like just months back, y'all was talking about how y'all would never vote for this woman. What happened? What happened in that amount of time to make y'all switch up? Seriously. What made you switch up all of a sudden? That's what I would like to know. That's what I would like to know, man. At the end of the day, I'm not political, but I am a American patriot. And I'm American first because I am American. And I will not put African in the front of that because I've never been to Africa. Oh, that's cool, that nigga. Appreciate you signing up too, man. I've never been to Africa, so I can never say I'm African American. I would never use that term, American. I've never been there. Never been to Africa, but I have been to America. But a lot of y'all need to wake up and understand you're being played by the media. They're feeding your fears. Just like with this COVID situation, man. They're making it as difficult as possible. They're acting as if there's no other diseases out here that are taking people's lives every day. They're trying to box all of us in to be afraid, to be cowards. We're Americans. We're not cowards. We're not weak. We don't fall for the propaganda, right? But a lot of people are buying into it, man. We are making ourselves into slaves. And we are basically browbeating anybody that doesn't conform like a slave. This is a political year. It's a political year. Everything is political. It's sad, but everything is political. No days off. Maybe until after November. But will things get better or will they get worse? I think the strategy of the media will change. I think that all that rioting is going to go away because let's say Trump gets reelected. He's not going to just give power to these states and these cities that are not doing anything. He's just going to send the military in. And I think they know that, and I think that's going to calm down if he's elected, which I really think he will, and by a very large margin. I just think that, you made your campaign worse by bringing on one of the most unlikable people to run for president, over the last, year? In a long time, Yeah, definitely about to go ahead and wrap this stream up. What's up? I don't know. Y'all doing well? It's good to see Lisa here. Lisa, brightens up the chat, even though we disagreeing right now. But shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the supporters. Joe K, becoming a member. That Nika Pookie Jenkins becoming a member. Appreciate that, long shots. Thank you, Tam Love. Yeah, I wasn't gonna take phone calls today. I'll take phone calls tomorrow, but not today. But if you have social media, man, make sure that you follow me: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Shout out to the people that support me on Patreon. I've had a few people signing up, man. Thank you. Much appreciation. Sticking by me. I think it's the podcast that has people signing up because of the podcast. They like what they're hearing. If y'all like me having co-hosts, you can also let me know. My email is wide open, man. Y'all can let me know what y'all like about the podcast, because see, there's no comment section over there, so you can always let me know what you think. You like the co-hosts, let me do it by myself. You can always let me know. Thank you, Lisa. I think Lisa has good energy too. We just disagreeing. Nothing wrong with disagreements. But I know I'm right. You know? I think I know I'm right, you know?
Nice unsub, bruh. Talking fears, thinking face.
Yeah. Nice unsub, bro. Talking fears. Okay. Appreciate it. Well, Bello, if you are that disgruntled, then why are you super chatting me in my chat, bro? I guess that's your logic. That's your logic. And I don't even watch Fox News, to be honest with you. I don't even watch Fox News. But Bello, if you're triggered, then that's on you, bro. That lets me know that you've been conquered by the propaganda that's going on, because nothing I said was too far out there. It was logic. So you don't have to keep telling me that you're unsubscribing because you're triggered. That's weak, bro. That's weak. Let me see. That's weak. You don't have to tell me how weak you are. You don't have to tell me how weak you are. Yeah, I got 15 thumbs down. Who gives a shit? Y'all can thumbs it down all you want to. It's not gonna. As a matter of fact, it's just gonna make me go in even more. Especially when I put up the podcast. You're really not gonna like what I have to say there. So thumbs it down. Tell me you're gonna unsub. What the fuck is that gonna do? And then you're super chatting it, which makes it even worse on you. It doesn't make it worse on me. It makes it worse on you. Look, I've had people thumb to shit on some of my videos. It's just how it is, man. People get triggered, and it's usually guys. It's usually males that get triggered because they're slaves. They're in an abusive relationship with the DNC, and they refuse to leave. You telling them they need to leave, but they don't want to leave. And they're in this abusive relationship, and they don't want to leave. But you can, listen, thumbs it down all you want to, man. It doesn't matter. The views still count. The views still count. You know. The views still count. And my audience like to see when I go off and I say things. So yeah, give me a reason, Right. Daisy. He paid to say he leaving. He paid me to say he leaving, man. God damn. Y'all can never... Listen, man. A little bit of advice. Women don't respect men who act like women, okay? That's something the dating coaches ain't gonna tell you, okay? They don't respect men. They will never sleep with men who act like women. You won't get none from none of these women if you act like women. Okay? They will put you in the friend zone and you will never get out of it. What's good, Ednice? You're gonna be stuck in that freezer for a long time. You ain't getting out. You ain't getting out that freezer. You just gonna be stuck there with your over emotional sensitive ass, okay? Dudes is sensitive. Sensitive, man. I'm unsubing. I'm gonna donate to you though. What sense does that make, man? You niggas is lame. And y'all wonder why you have problem with women. Y'all want to blame the women. I'm looking at you. Everybody's looking at you and saying this guy is not very intelligent. He's not very bright. And you wonder why they don't want to sleep with you, man. Why they don't want to go on dates with you. Why they don't want to, you approach them and they reject you. Because your energy is off. All the way off. And you can't turn it on or up at all. These are the type of males that be around here, quote unquote, in a manosphere. But when the women come around, they just a simping. That's these guys. And then when we talk about politics, here these guys go getting in their feelings and their emotions and they're sensitive. But let's go back to square one and let's figure out why you're here. You're here because, okay, you're not getting respect from women. They don't care about you. Your approaches aren't working. It's because your energy is completely off. And you've given them no reason to change that mindset about you. First impressions matter a lot, man. Okay?
Dropping by to say hello. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate that, Mellow Bird Dreamer. Shout out to you. You got these people thumbs in the video down. They in the comment section, chat room. They're so mad. And it's like, you have better things you could do instead of getting worked up over my opinion. Okay? I know you're hurting. Thank you, Shonda. I know you're hurting, okay? But you need to get healing for that hurt. You know?
Real men should fear educated women.
Appreciate that, man. It's an interest. I'm not even gonna get into it. But shout out to everybody that's here. Hold on. Salute to the chat. Hold on, I want to take a look at one more thing before. Oh, let's see. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. All right. I know one more thing. Okay, this is the podcast channel. I think you can message here. Can you message here? I think you have to. Oh, you got to record. But you can also, okay, I think these are other platforms I'm on. But you can go to Spotify. And I think you can follow me over there to all the different episodes, man. Yeah, you can follow me over on Spotify. So if you want to follow the podcast, you can just go over to Spotify and follow me over there if that's what you want to do. To keep up, this was the latest one here. I actually like doing these. These are some of my earlier ones. But I definitely have to get on it. Definitely have to get on it. And y'all have to get on it too. And support. I appreciate the people who've been supporting and it's going to keep supporting. Appreciate that, Simone Dreams. Simone Dreams. You know what, Simone? You got to tell these guys that, man. These guys think that by being, effeminate males that they're going to win, and they're not. Exactly, Tam. Exactly. And the women is telling y'all, man. Y'all know I don't just tell them what they want to hear. Three Little Bird, hung what? What? Hung what? What? Yeah, Edney say she don't want a man to be no bitch. Okay, beautiful mystery. That's cool. But yeah, man. That's it for me. I think I said all I need to say. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the commentary, man. And listen, I can do a few of these political topics here and there, but y'all know how it goes. Y'all do these topics, people get emotional, they get hurt, they get sensitive. So but it's fun anyway, because I know y'all find it hilarious when I just go off and clown these people, but that's just a part of the show. But thanks anyway, man, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all have a very good rest of your evening. All right. See y'all Friday. Shout out to Gerald with the cash out. I appreciate that, bro. All right. Shout out to Simone Dreams. Appreciate that, Simone Dreams, with the super chat. All right? Appreciate that. All right, I'm out.